So Margaret, massive congratulations. I mean, what a response in the room. That can only really tell you how important you've been to football in Berkshire for a long time. It sounds like you've been involved on so many different levels. Like, can you talk to me a little bit about perhaps why you felt you wanted to be involved in football? Like, what do you get out of this? Because you obviously give so much to everyone.
I absolutely love and live for football. So I absolutely love and live for football, and it's always been the absolute top priority in my life, and I just love it. And I have to have my football fix at least on a Saturday, and now I get on Tuesdays as well with Woodley, which is great, and it's really lovely. And I'm also doing about my 34th or 5th year as treasurer of the Thames Valley Premier League. Wow. And really enjoy that. And I run the Berkshire Trophy Centre Cups for the league, it's just great. And I'm also involved as treasurer of the Southern Region Women's Football League.
Wow.
So I love my football.
Yeah, it sounds like you get a fair bit of football in your life.
Yeah.
I mean, you say 35 years. You must know pretty much everyone by now in this region in football, right?
I do pretty well, I think. Yeah.
And are there any particular moments? I know this is a hard question, but are there any particular achievements or moments that stand out for you that you're most proud of?
I'm trying to think. I used to run my own team, Twyford Ruscombe, and one of my proudest moments was when they actually won promotion to the Premier Division. Wow. Which was great because we'd always been sort of down the bottom or mid-table, and suddenly we were top and had won it, and really exciting.
God, that sounds amazing. And I mean, how do you find the time, like, for all these different roles and all this work you put in? How have you managed to make this work?
I'm retired. If I had to go back to work tomorrow, I don't know how I'd find time to go to work.
But for 35 years, I mean, that's an incredible amount of work.
I was first taken to football because my family have always been football orientated, and my dad was playing at the time. I was actually born at the end of May, and I was taken to my first match on the first Saturday in September. So that was, and thereafter I was always taken to football, come rain, come shine, and people say to me when I'm down at Rivermore, as Tom will tell you, oh, it's freezing cold down here. No, I'm not cold. It doesn't bother me. I have more difficulty in 28 degrees out here than in being cold. You know,
right. Yeah, we're sort of the opposite.
Yeah.
I don't know how you manage that with the cold.
So I just love it, and when a game's postponed, I'm not happy bunny. If you ask my husband, he says, oh, you don't like it when there's no football. Watch it on the telly, it's not the same.
I was going to ask that. Do you watch football on TV? Are you interested in the Premier League?
I'm probably of the old-fashioned era. I watch Match of the Day.
Right.
I don't like it so much now because I don't like presenters. But I do watch Match of the Day, and I like watching the ladies' football on the telly. And I like going to watch ladies football play. I go and watch Woodley United ladies and love it. You know, it's so much different from the men.
Yeah, and I was going to say, I mean, over the course of the time you've been involved in football, there must have been a lot of change. You know, what is the state of football in Berkshire now compared to how it was sort of 35 years ago?
Well, I think that football in Berkshire, as it is now, really is quite good, and it's good for all age groups. It's good for people, and you know, keeps people alert and fit. The only thing I think is lacking in Berkshire is the lack of facilities for the teams and the extortionate prices that the area charge.
Oh, wow, okay.
You know,
yeah.
when you hear of teams that are having to pay £250 for 90 minutes of football, is really well beyond it.
Yeah, that's quite crazy.
You know, and I think really it should be something that is addressed by the FA from the top down.
But, I mean, still, given all of that, it's amazing how well this sport flourishes and what a massive role you've had in that. So, again, huge congratulations. There's so much love in the room. If there is anything else you'd like to say, or the floor is yours.